Hey there, happy Friday. I am so glad that I'm home. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This week, this week. Okay, that's enough of that. I don't know what I'm going to do today live, but I had to come live because I need to do something other than work stuff. Because I got home like a little while ago and I need to not think about work for a little bit. Because I'm going to have to think about work a lot this weekend. Um, Yeah, so I figured I would show some things what I'm what I've been working on and then kind of play around with what I think I'm gonna work on and talk about some things that I'm waiting for to get here. Yes, I went shopping again. I'll tell you that story. Um yeah. So first of all, something that I actually started and finished was in this flower mandala book. It just fell. If you hear any noises, you might hear some noises. I don't know, drills and things, because I think it's possible somebody might be working on our generator today, I guess. I don't know. I forget what day that was supposed to happen, but you might hear some noises. Um, FYI, we do have a toilet. We've had a toilet since, like, what, Wednesday? Well, we had a toilet downstairs, though, which was very inconvenient for me. But yeah, we have the new toilet. No more hole in the floor. Um, so yeah. Anyway, um, so it's working. I started this page. I don't know when I started it, but I finished. I think I started it this week and finished it this week. I just was like determined, and so I'm thinking this is my gonna be my contribution to M Bean's Color with Me, her challenge this month of the one color challenge um, for orange. Now, like I debated about that. I'm not sure. I don't know if this qualifies or not. I tried it though. It's really hard to. Blues are very much more contained in a, like as far as color and being labeled a color than oranges. Um, because like I had some markers that, oh yeah, I think I did that on live where I did the foundation, like with markers, and some of them were even saying they were green, but they were really kind of yellow orange, and so part of that was a challenge. But I kind of like some of this being there, and even though I don't know if it qualifies as yellow or yellow orange, I don't know. So I don't know how that works with the challenge, but I did this. I did this one. I did what I felt the page needed. Um, something interesting I did with this was that I didn't go over everything with pencil, and I kind of like that effect. So some things on here are like really shiny, and some things are more matte. Um, and I don't know, I liked it. So I left it that way. And I'm going to spray this sometime this weekend, if not today, tomorrow, or Sunday. Um, yeah, I guess I felt really driven to finish this one, and I did. Um, and I used Crayola pencils and Xenocolor pencils. Xenocolor pencils were the first ones, the first big set of pencils I got. And then after that, I got Brute Funers. And so I use Zeta colors and Crayolas on this page. Um, and actually, I think I did use one Brute Funer pencil, just one. And I'm going to spray it. And I know, like, Crystal had been asking me, they had asked me on one video, what did I spray? I think when I showed the mandalas that I sprayed, or the mythographic aviary page I sprayed. She was asking what I sprayed it with, and I sprayed it with this, which is like eons old. I don't know how old this can is. Like, it could be like, I don't know, like 10 years old. I don't know if there's a date on it. This is really old. Because it was downstairs with my oil painting stuff. And I haven't oil painted in like, I think it might be 7 years. So it's crystal clear gloss, Krylon, acrylic crystal clear. Says it dries in 12 minutes or less. Protective, non-yellowing finish. They probably still sell this now. I just don't, know if it still has the same name or anything. Um, yeah, but that's what I sprayed it with, and I got a little bit left in here, so I'm gonna use the whole thing, use it up. So it's got all kinds of weirdness on it. I don't know what that is. A little bubble on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna spray this one with that. Um, I haven't finished this green one yet. The one I put the green background on. I have to. I'm trying to figure out what I want in the corner. So I don't know what I want there. Um, so that's what I did in there, and I don't think I didn't do anything else. I'm thinking about working on the pink page. And I'm kind of looking for another page in here to do orange. One that's strictly a mandala. Because there's a lot of pages in here that are kind of not quite mandalas. So, I don't know. We'll see what we wind up doing with that. Let me put that away. So something else that I did, well, with the blue page here, the blue page in the beginning, I figured out something last night that I came into this blue page yesterday and just did little things, and I discovered that I'm approaching the page as if I'm painting in the method that like I paint, like with oil paints. That's the only kind of paint I know how to use. And I was going in on bits of this and like shading and things like that. And because my tendency, like when I oil paint, is like one reason I use oil painting is because it takes a long time to dry, and you can manipulate the paint for a long time after you put it on the canvas. And so I would often just, walk by it and look at it or see it from afar and then see like, it needs this or it needs that. And I feel like I'm approaching this page that way. And I think that's not a bad thing. So, because I feel like then I'm gonna really make the page become whatever like it could possibly become, to not sound, spacey or nothing, but yeah, I'm really feeling the page in that way, and so I'm not stressing about how the background looks anymore because I don't know what I'm going to wind up adding to it. Because I'm just going to let whatever I feel it needs at whatever time come to me naturally and not push it or rush it. Um, so, yeah. So something that I did do yesterday was I actually darkened these spots a little bit. And when I did it, it felt good. And I was satisfied with how it looked. I like did it in there. I did a little bit in there. And it's just like, it was really like, just kind of like, just a little bit there, a little bit there. I didn't really, not coloring, but just kind of, like I said, I was doing like I was using a brush, like I was painting. I did a little bit of stuff in there, just darkened it just a little bit. I even did it in here, and I looked and said, well, that did something. So it felt right. And so I'm going to just keep approaching this page in that way. Because it seems to be what's working for me with it. So, and I like the appearance of it. Just that little bit of blue that I added, just a tiny little bit in that corner, it did something. And I can't describe what it did, but it made it look like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So, So I thought, well, I guess, well, maybe that's just the way I'm going to color with some pages. Everything. I got too much stuff on my desk, believe you me. So, thought about doing this page yesterday, and I was like, well, I don't know, because the page that's on the other side of it is like, no, I really want to do that first. And I have to do this one first, which I want to do this one in all watercolors. So, it's whenever I'm in that mood to use anything that involves water, that's when I'm going to get this out. And speaking of water, I need to do some investigation into how to make something look like water. And so that's on my list too. I have a few pages in different books where there's water in there, and I really need to figure that out. I might work on the snake page today because that's almost done. And then I can spray that too this weekend. But something that I did, I looked at pages last night thinking of what I wanted to do to kind of aim to make all orange. Sorry, stuff falling off my side. And I decided on this page, like earlier this week or last week or something. I think I was flipping back and forth between these pages. And I decided this is the one I would do because out of the two pages, I like this one the most. So this one I'm going to experiment on. In like the camel page, I'm thinking if I experiment on it, chances are I will like it much better. Or I'll have it as a learning, experience. So what I did, and I can see what that did over there. I used pan pastels. I used red, gold, and brown on this page. And then I actually sprayed it with, what did I spray it with? No, I didn't spray it. I actually covered it with the Daniel Smith watercolor ground. Again, like I said, I don't know how to use a lot of this stuff, so I'm just like playing around with it, trying to figure out what they do. And I use, my brush is still drying that I used a big brush to move it around, and it did, like, I found I don't know what exactly it was that I had done, but it was okay for the most part. It wasn't really moving the stuff around a lot, except for at a certain point. And I think I must have had too much of the watercolor ground on that spot, or I had moved it more than once. And so it was like, you can't do that. So I think you have to kind of just make one good brush across, and not push it. But it pretty much looks like the way it was when I put the pan pastels down before putting down the watercolor ground, except for like this over here. So, which, like, I'm not really worried about it because I can color it with whatever else I put on top. I'm thinking that at the end, when I'm finished with all of this part, I'm thinking I'm going to use the Marabou art crayons on the outside, because I think, one, I like the smooth finish that those art crayons give. And so it'll take away that rough feeling that it has right now, which kind of drives me nuts. Yeah, I think it'll go down better than if I use acrylic paint, because my skills with acrylic paint aren't that good. Yeah. And I think the art crayon will blend much better with this than using acrylic paint or acrylic pens. So, I suppose I could probably also use watercolor as well. So that's a possibility. Maybe I'll do some experimenting with that too. Yeah, so then this is the next one to go into. And I do want to make it oranges and browns. So again, I don't know. I got to figure out what challenge that fits in. So I can promote the people sponsoring the challenges. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of feeling. Oranges, browns, gold, Yeah, see, that might actually get me to use those metallic watercolors. This might be a good one for that, and I can experiment with those. I just thought of that. Yeah, so this is my experimental page for the month. And I haven't figured out much else. I felt like I wanted to find something that I could firmly place in the one color challenge. And so I have a feeling that something that's coming will be fitting that. And that goes to my, like, I'm not supposed to be buying any more books. I told myself no more, no more. But what happened was, I was going in and printing pages, or I was going in and looking at my email for where Dover Publications had sent me those sampler emails. And the cool thing about those sampler emails, I don't know, it seems like a lot of them you can still, or at least to a certain point, you can go back and print the old ones, from previous months. And so that's what I did because I missed like a lot of months. And in my email, when I was searching my email for those sampler emails, I saw an email from them: take this survey and get $20 off your order. Okay, well, you know where that went. Did I? Oh, it was bad. That was really bad. I said, well, worst case scenario, you can always give some away or something. I bought $60 worth of coloring books. I got $20 off though, and free shipping. So yeah, so they're on the way. But in there are some books that I feel like would really be good for coloring for the fall, and one color challenge, and actually I felt myself wanting more mandala books, so I got some of those, and some of those are in there too. So I'm not sure when they're going to get here, but they're on their way. Let's see. I really need to get some of these pencils back in their homes. As fast as I put some in their homes, they get out of their homes. But I need to go in with black paint too. I need to do that soon. I may be able to do it now. I don't know. Let's see. There. So I wonder. I almost feel like I want more blue in here, since I got this little blue pencil. I'm not using the. Oh, I haven't eaten yet today. That's probably not a good thing, but I'm just really not hungry. I went to the orthodontist on Wednesday, and I now have what's called a power chain on my lower teeth, and in the front, and it stops at the molars, and I'm trying to figure out how to talk with those on. And ask me why I'm using a Starjoy Gold. It's because it's on my desk. No other reason than that, and I probably should not. I can already feel it. I shouldn't. I should not. I'm feeling aggravated already. Some paper, they're just not good. Yeah, not good on. And so let's get what we really want. Except that means, oh brother, where to go on my desk? Okay. So we're making these little doodads blue. Yes, I have a power chain. Yeah, power chain on my bottom teeth, and then they said they told me my tech. Oh my god, my husband said to me, he goes, "What are you guys doing back there? All I hear is a whole bunch of laughing." But they're cool people. They're a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to visit them. Actually, it really is. If I knew anybody who needed to get braces or needed their children to get braces, I definitely recommend these people. Um, but they said no more. I won't be having any more wire on my back molars, and I was like, I'm gonna have a party because like that was the bane of my existence. That wire on my back teeth, like just killing my cheek, destroying my cheek. So that was like, hallelujah. I'm so glad for that. That was a lot of the reason why I couldn't eat was because of that wire. Once they clipped that wire, the time I was there before this time, I've been able to eat. So, but you might ask, why can't you eat now? Well, it's the pressure because they have the power chain on my bottom teeth to keep them together. So because I'm wearing a rubber band that goes, I'm wearing a rubber band only at night now. Yay! And it has to go from the top of the right hand side, my top teeth on the right hand side. It goes from one tooth there to um, a lower left tooth, the one just before the power chain ends. And so that's one reason they have the power chain on there is to keep those teeth together while they have that diagonal. I wear that diagonal um, positioned rubber band because the goal is to shift the top teeth over. So it's like a whole physics thing or something. I see why orthodontists spend so much time, why it's so much money to become one, like going to school. I actually had a friend whose daughter was going to school for that, and crazy amounts of money. But I see why now because of how much. Man, I mean, like when she has to put these things together to put on my teeth, I told her, I said, it's like a whole art project or craft project or something. It's like you got to twist this, do this, and untie this. You got to ask questions about this and figure out that and the other. It's crazy. It's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. And then they actually had a consultation about my mouth, about my teeth, about what to do, of how to get, accomplish what needs to be accomplished. I was like, they had a whole meeting. And then they look at all the x-rays and everything, the whole group, the orthodontia group, and then they decide, on what the best practice is. Like, yeah. So don't be ordering braces on Amazon and trying to do it yourself. There's a whole lot that goes into braces. And it's not just about putting them things on your teeth. Hey, Miss Southern Belle, how you doing? Yep, I'm doing good. Doing good. I'm so glad it's Friday. This week of work was like, whoa, whoa. Meetings and all kinds of cray cray. Yeah, I think I like those guys being blue. Let me find. Oh, there's another one over here. Hope you're doing well too. And your sister. kind of got to check on my sister. Not only did they, the whole Hurricane Helene thing, but she lives in the Atlanta area, and they had like an explosion. A chemical plant had a fire. I don't know if it was brought on by the hurricane or not, but the plant had previous incidents with they'd been called there for chemical fires before, so it's not like an isolated incident. And I mean, that thing, the pictures of the explosion are insane. That cloud is really nasty looking. And so my sister said they didn't have to evacuate because they're west of the plant, but they so the prevailing winds, they go east, so they didn't have to evacuate, but they did have to shelter in place. And of course, she didn't have to go to work, but like chlorine and stuff, I guess it was in like that cloud. Was it brought on by? Ah, okay. That's just crazy. That is crazy. Wow. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it kind of makes you feel like, well, okay, where's that air going to? And even still, like even if you're west of it, you're not worrying about prevailing winds. I mean, the particles still. I don't know. This is crazy. So I gotta check and see how they're doing. She's had an eventful month, so. Only, I know. Poor Georgia. I know, like my sister lived in Connecticut for a while. She went to school in Atlanta, and I went to school in Atlanta for a little bit. And when I had the option to like stay there, I was like, nah, I think I'm gonna go back up north because, like, I don't know. First of all, I didn't have a car at the time, so being in Atlanta, even back then, was like, not without a car. And my sister, when she finished school, she left, moved to Connecticut, but then wound up moving back down there. And I was kind of upset because it's like, okay, so now I move further east in New York State, and now it only takes me 5 hours to get to you, 4.5 if I'm driving the way Connecticut folks drive. I always got home faster than it was when I was going there. So I finally got closer, and then she moves all the way down south again. I'm like, oh, brother. But thank you. Yeah, I think they're doing good. I'm going to have to call her today just to, check up on them and see what's up. So I just don't know why they moved there. I don't know. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with Atlanta. I love Atlanta, but it's so far away from all the rest of us. Except for my relatives in South Carolina, but me and my brother, we're up here. I was already back then to like, ooh, I can do my niece's hair, I can do this, I can do that, and then like, and now I couldn't do any of it. It's like, that's too far away. I ain't going down there just to do somebody's hair on Saturday. That ain't happening. I kind of want that to be metallic. But I've never used Prismacolor metallic pencils. I don't know how that's going to be. I guess we're going to find out because I just went in with it. I do that all the time. Gee, I don't know how that's going to work. And I tell them, and then I'm like coloring with the pencil. Like, I don't know why you do that. It's kind of funny. I'm so weird. I'm just ready for this weekend. Even though I know I'm going to be working the whole time at home, I'm ready for it. I just like, solitude. Get me away. Oh, I'll bet it's pretty. I haven't been out there. Like I didn't even go to I don't I never went to Stone Mountain either. There were a lot of things I didn't see when I was down there because I was too busy with school. I did wind up out in I wound up in Gwinnett County by accident one time because I went out with a there was a bunch of us from the school I was going to, and none of us were from the area. And and the girl who was driving took a wrong turn, and we wound up all the way in Gwinnett County, which back then was like country. It was like, oh my god, there's no lights or nothing. Where the heck are we? That was funny. It's really hard down there to find a native. I had one friend down there who was actually an Atlanta native, born and raised. I love the train. I really love the train. It's like I used to like taking the train to Connecticut or to New York. I loved it. Loved it. Train is a nice ride. It's kind of more my speed too, you know. And I tell you, if I can avoid Hartsfield Airport, yeah, I'm down with that. That airport drives me nuts. It was the only airport where I missed a plane, where I missed a flight, and that freaking oh, you know what happened? I got on that the last time I was there, and I had to avoid the escalator. I didn't realize it at the time, but well, the escalator was giving me vertigo, and I didn't realize that I had a particular eye condition that I found out later that I had. I was like, that's why I was terrified of the escalator. It's like I totally lost my sense of balance and everything. That was frightening. I was taking the elevator everywhere, or that long, the walk. What do we call it? The automated walk thing, which is halfway ridiculous and useful. JJ Barbecue. I always wanted the meat pies that the Muslims were selling on the corners. It's like I want it, or not a meat pie. The what do you call them? Those pies, bean pies. I never did get one down there, but I did wind up having bean pies somewhere else. That was super sweet. It was too sweet for me. Good lord, way too sweet. I could take a less sweet version of it. So I was gonna say night. I won't be taking the Greyhound. Greyhound isn't what it used to be. Not what it used to be. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind a bus ride. Although sometimes some bus drivers are kind of wild. But ah, Megbus. The last time was it? No, it wasn't the last time we went down there. But one time when we went down there, we drove, and my husband he really loves to drive because he used to drive like from here to Houston all the time because his daughter was living there at the time. She grew up there. Um, and I don't know why I'm putting brown on this, but I guess I don't know. That's what we're doing. Um, so we drove, and I just told him, I says, however you do it, I says you need to time it so that we don't get into Atlanta at rush hour. And I kept telling him that over and over again. I said before 5 o'clock, if possible, before 4:30. because you don't want to be on 75, 85. You don't want to be there during rush hour. And if it's raining, you really, 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 really don't want to be there during rush hour because they don't know how to drive in the rain. It's really crazy. I don't understand it. It's like the rain is down and it's falling. They're like, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm like, what would you people do with snow? Well, I know what they do with snow. They shut down everything. Because one time I went all the way to school. Took Marta, I went all the way to school. And there was just this dusting of snow across the ground. You could see the ground. I mean, there was all ground. You just saw this. It was like this nice, misty kind of snow. School was shut down. I was like, what? Because of snow? This ain't snow. This is the pretty stuff. This is decoration. This is aesthetic. This ain't snow. This is aesthetic white specks that don't even collect. I don't know why I did the star that way, but it is what it is. I might put some sparkles on that dude. Somehow. So let's see. What can we color next? Yeah, I may have to put some metallic stuff on a bunch of these. Moon pies, chocolate mint. I tend not to like chocolate and mint together unless it's what is it? Unless it's Andes Candies. That I like mint and chocolate together. Yeah. Yep. Then you don't have to worry about too much about hydroplaning. And then I understand now really why they are that way, why Atlanteans or whatever are that way when it's raining, because it's, when it's dry down there and then it rains, then it mixes with the oil and stuff on the ground and makes it slippery and you can hydroplane. So I get it now. But I thought they were all insane. The way they were with the rain. I'm like, what's wrong with you people? I get it now. I came back from Atlanta after living there for just a little bit. I came back here. I came back north and got allergies. Atlanta gave me allergies. And that was their snow. The freaking pollen. Good Lord. That pollen would be thick on cars. I'm like, it'd be green. Green with pollen, that light green. I came back to north and all of a sudden I had allergies. Never had them before. Ooh, that's a nice yellow. What's it called? It's got a lot of numbers on it. Yellow chartreuse. I like that. What would that do to this guy? Would that make it a little brighter? Or no, I've already put too much on it. I might have put too much on it. Okay, what next? We got little ghosties. We got our little... I might make him chartreuse. I don't know. Let me think about that. Oh, so let's see what else. Power chain on my teeth and... I keep thinking of things I want to eat, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. Because I did eat solid food yesterday, but it kind of hurt. And I kind of couldn't eat it right. So, because of I don't know, the pressure. It's like, and I think it's just the initial, because of the initial pressure from, new wire. I don't even know if they put on stronger wire because they might have. They might have put stronger wire on. And then Yeah, I don't know. Something going on with that, but I don't feel like eating soup. Pollen liquid medicine? Oh, wow. What's that like? See, because I still have allergies now. Now they're year round too. It like doesn't matter. They'll get worse when it's when it's things are doing their thing with pollen. But okay, take care, Miss Southern Belle. Enjoy your lunch. But now it's like I'm allergic to everything all the time. As far as the sinus thing and whatever. Um, so and then when I was tested for it, it was like kind of they couldn't find any specific thing that was really doing it. It's just general allergic to things, dust and stuff. So I don't know. Okay, so what do we got? We got some little blue things. We got the blue eggs. We got the blue mushroom. I got a little pink pink octopus or something on there. I'm afraid I'm gonna dump my coffee with the pencil case. I need to do the birds. This is like that bird on the blue page. I never know what to do with the birds. Maybe I'll make them red or pink, or both, red and pink. How about that? Yeah, I've been feeling like I want to color something kind of different, and I don't know what that is. I actually have some pages that I've downloaded that again from Dover that I was thinking of looking at to maybe start coloring some of those. Um, and then I can do them on nice paper, so then um, I can play around with them a little bit and have use some because it's on sturdier paper. I can be kind of more experimental and multimedia ish with it. And that might be where I get some of my other orange pages for the month, maybe. So I don't know. I may do that tonight or this afternoon. Print some pages because I have them all like in a folder, but then I realize I have them on Dropbox. So some of them on Dropbox and then some of them on my computer. And I need to get them all in the same place so I know where they are when I want them. I think I'm going to use a white pen and put a white tip on his face. Hey, Marsha. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're doing well. I don't know why I wanted to do it that way, but it is what it is. I feel like I need to line this. I'm doing good. I'm real glad it's Friday. Real happy. I think I'm going to use brown. This tip isn't the greatest though, and I need glasses to do this. This tiny. Ooh, excuse me. I kind of, actually, you know what? Maybe I should pull out that other Jasmine Beckett Griffith book that I saw, that I got because I was watching Miss Southern Belle. Because I was thinking as I saw that book, I says, well, and I could do that for October, for Halloween month. I don't celebrate Halloween or anything, but if anything, Halloween be my month, scared to scare the devil. That's what I'll do. It's my month to scare the devil. Yeah, I need to pull that one out. I used to love horror movies, especially vampire movies. Um, Hammer, Hammersmith Studios with Christopher. Oh my gosh, what's his name? Christopher Lee and why do I always forget their names when I know their names? I used to watch them all the time. That pair. Yeah, I'm almost done. Almost getting there. I'm doing all the little doodads. I keep thinking I might need to do more with this, but I'm not sure what I want to do with this. I'm thinking now I might even use like that shimmer or Mandalama shimmer paint or something to do these. So it'll be like a off white, a shimmery off white. Yeah, because I don't feel like coloring these in any particular color. So, um, and I could do that at the same time I take out the black to do the backgrounds, the parts that I missed. Then I feel like I want to use um, metallic gel pens for some of these things just to bring out some of the um, contour and stuff on it. I cannot tell what that is under there. It's kind of weird. It's a weird spot. I can't tell if it's snake or I think it kind of is. Oops. Well, jeez. Okay. I'm sorry you don't want to stay. I'm sorry you don't want to stay in the pencil. What the heck? When? It's my sharpener. I'll find the one that this likes, and I can't remember which one it likes. I think I ruined one of my sharpeners with the pastel pencil. Oops. Say oops. Let's see. Or maybe not. I must have cleaned it out good enough. It seems a little happier now. One of my Ratchettas. Oh, it's taking a long time to sharpen though. I put a graphite pencil in here like a couple of times and tried to kind of. What's going on with the end? Look at the end of that. That's kind of gross. Okay, I might need to just. Well, that might be too bad. Too much. Something's in the bottom of there. That's weird. Okay. I think I have another one of these somewhere, or I better go to Dick Blick and put another one in my cart. This is the only way I think I'm going to get rid of whatever that is. So yeah, I'm thinking I ruined that pencil, that sharpener. Okay, so I got rid of some of what was going on there. And what was I doing? I was looking for this. Okay, so I did that guy and white tip him. And bottles and things. Oh, I found another blue guy. Way at the bottom here. I want them to all be the same. And what did I use to do that? Oh. White or blue. So I gotta figure out an approach for those Beckett Griffiths books. Because I did that first one, and it's like I feel like, you know what? I'm not done with that. I think I'm gonna be. I gotta do more with it. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out her. I don't know. Still trying to figure some things out with that paper, which is really nice. And I don't know how to deal with her illustrations, how to approach putting color on them and what and stuff. I don't even know how to describe what I mean. But yeah. So I don't want to do a whole lot of coloring in those books until I figure that out. That's kind of like I think what I did with Kirby too. I didn't want to do a lot of coloring in any of them until I really felt like I had a method to approach them with. So I don't know what this thing is. It's like, huh? Maybe it will come to me. Okay. I don't right now see any more blue things. Okay. I almost want this guy to be really green. Like super green. And I think I might base it with that chartreuse. Just because it gives me an excuse to use it. I like this color. So I'm going to sharpen it, and I need to find a different sharpener. Not that one. Not that one. Where's my tin? Oh, there's my tin. I think I ruined my Ratchetta. Ratchetta is no more. This is the one I want. Is this the one I want? No. Is this one or this one? I gotta figure out which. What's the cap to this guy? So I'm thinking about being really kind of junk foody today. And one time when I was in the store a couple weeks ago, I saw like those Van de Kamp, fish fillet square things, with the breaded fish fillets. And that just looked really good to me at that day. I haven't had them things in like, I don't know, 30 years. And I have some brioche buns in the freezer. And I was thinking, ooh, that on a brioche bun. So that's what I'm thinking about making for dinner. Make some homemade tartar sauce. Make it with the my zucchini pickles. Then I'll get my vegetables. And I'll grind it up fine so I don't have to worry about chewing it too much. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about for dinner. Ooh, I love chartreuse. Chartreuse makes me think of the 60s. Like the shifts, the dresses, little shift dresses, sleeveless shift dresses, and chartreuse with matching chartreuse shoes. Uh, that really stands out, which is kind of what I wanted, so that works. I almost don't want to put any other color on them. What's this one? Is this the same thing? No, neon yellow. What's the difference between that and chartreuse? Oh yeah, there is a difference. Kind of works for me. Make him a glowworm, because maybe he is a glowworm. So maybe that works for that reason too. I can't get rid of that red around there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been like addicted to tuna fish lately, like for a month, 2 months, a month and a half, something like that. And but I think today, yeah, I think I want that kind of fish. Do it in the air fryer because maybe it'll be like really crunchy, on the outside. And why would I go over neon with green? That doesn't make sense. Oh well. I'm random. Oh, yeah. Very beautiful day today outside. Sunshine. It's 69 degrees, which isn't too bad. I don't think it actually went down to 50 yet this week. They were saying it was going to, but I don't think it's done that yet. That annular eclipse happened October 2nd. And now I guess, yeah, I'm just like switching subjects without warning. Space stuff. Um, so the annular eclipse happened the other day. I think that's such a cool look when it has that, when it's just like the ring of fire. And then I guess the sun is having some big solar flare event happening. And it's also because of it, it's causing like the northern lights to really put on a big show. So if you're out that way, you're getting a treat. Ooh, he really is a glowworm. Wow. I hope he's not taken away from the snakes. Oh well. But I like him though. No, he needs something. Where's that? I don't know. Are we gonna try and tone him down a little bit? I just felt like the tip of him wasn't colored in. I don't know. What next? I need to do this bottle. I don't know what color to make it. I need to do all the little ghosty things. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know what this is. So I may just color it metallic and like say whatever. I almost feel like doing all the stars, like going over this with metallic and doing this one metallic. I can do the mushroom. Excuse me. Oh, and I gotta do that thing. Let me make that brown. Like a little bear. It looks kind of like, what's his name? Arthur. And then make him brown. Can't believe I've been on an hour already. It just happens fast. Hi, Martha. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. I'm trying to finish the snake page. I can hardly wait to spray this. I want to see what it's going to look like after I spray it with the stuff to make it shine. Like a little kid. I want it to be shiny. I like shiny things. Shiny. Or like Gollum in Lord of the Rings. No, I don't want to be like Gollum. He has some serious issues. I think I'm going to make his spectacles shiny if I can do that. If I have a fine enough tip. I think I do. I think I have some really fine tip metallic markers that I can do that with. Do his glasses. I think that's enough. I think that's enough on him. She says as she grabs another pencil. I don't want to really do too much on him, I think. I could do, like, if I knew what color, though. I don't know. I don't want to mess up what I... Oh, I said it like that. I don't want to mess up what I did on the snake. I also wanted to kind of look at some depth. A little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, at first I would get you guys mixed up. Marcia, Martha, Martha, Marcia. I got it straight now though, because I met you both around the same time. This is a funky color. You want to bring in a new funky color? What is this color? I like it. Aquamarine. Oh, the bottle. That's what we're going to make the bottle. I feel like I haven't been able to keep up with much this week because it really was kind of, well, some of my email requests and things from there were kind of like off the chain. I was like, leave me alone, leave me alone. Well, I think I can say I am glad I bought this set of Prismacolor pencils. First, I thought it was going to be like a kind of a regret, but yeah, now I'm getting the hang of what they can do and what you don't want to do with them, or what you don't want to try to do with them, because you will, get kind of aggravated like I did. Ooh, I gotta watch that. Colored Pages of the Month. See, I'm behind on things. I do like kind of like a sweep of like, okay, what's where, what's what, but I don't get everything, and notifications don't. I don't know. I must have notifications on for too many things or something, because I don't always get the ones I want. So I gotta make note of that. Yeah, that's good enough. I ain't trying to be cute. I'll probably use a little white over there. Which I might use a marker to do that. Because it's kind of a small space to try and blend. But I do want darker color inside. How dark can we get inside? Yeah. And it really winds up being like you really don't get what you want when you, yeah. I don't know if that helps. Looks like it didn't really do much, but. Okay, the little ghosty guys and the mushroom. Ghosty guys. Should I make them? Should I make them chartreuse? Or purple? You know what? I'm going to make them purple because then they kind of will blend like with the clouds. Kind of ghosty and clouds, Make it seem like they came out of those. How about that? Worst case scenario, we paint over them or something. Just paint over them. You could put another color with them to kind of. What is this color? Imperial Violet. I really need a point on this. Normal people would sharpen this pencil. Let's try to be normal for a change. I'm going to sharpen it. Oop, come on. I might have needed the other sharpener instead. Let's see. It's this one. Sometimes I forget which one works best with what pencil. I still don't know where my Tigal sharpener is. I don't know where it is. I actually have like a couple of them. I don't know where they are. I'm always like, this is too much stuff on my desk. Until I can actually get some things off of here and then get to the root of what's on here. Ooh, that's all smudgy. I'll probably never find them. It's always like one step forward, two steps back with my desk. I need a time where I can give it a complete overhaul. Okay, I like that one better. Yeah, they're like really, I don't know. They're just, I guess like a lot of people don't like these little things in there, that they're just irritants. And a lot of times it's like search and destroy, trying to find them all. It's like, oh, there's that one there. Oh, I missed one. Oh, there's that one there. They're kind of cute, but they seem like, thematically, they often don't seem to fit with whatever the page is, the majority of the image on the page, so that I can see how that kind of irks people. I think I have another ghost somewhere, don't I? Or do I just have the mushroom? Then I gotta do some eyes on the snakes. And probably a little detail on some of the heads, particularly that one. Take a mushroom. I don't know if I really like those being purple, but you know what? They're going to be purple. Gotta be something, so they're going to be purple. So now I got this guy. The shroom. I think I want it to be orange. Ooh, not neon. Do we want neon? No, I don't know. I'm kind of looking at this neon and I like it. Saying, you don't want neon. Oh, but look at how bright that neon is. We use it as an under thing. How about that? As an under thing. Whatever that means. Let's use it as an under thing. Give it a little bit of glow. Radioactive mushroom. This is next to it in the case, so I'm just going to use it. Now I'm starting to get hungry. Oops. There goes another one. Oh, this is that dark purple. I love this color. But Mr. Dark Purple, keep your tip for just a little bit longer for me. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm going to put a dot of white on this, or a little bit of white on this one too. Okay. This wobbly tip. Yep, so as far as the Prismacolors go, this is going to be, I'm going to be putting another one of these in my cart for our next Get 12 sale at Blick, because it's become a favorite. Okay, then that thing, which I don't know what it is. Well, it's all of them. Today, oh, I didn't do that guy. Let's just give him a little, I don't know, something. And I think I'm going to give him a dot of metallic. I don't know what else to do with it. Do I want to do eyes now, or what? I'm going to wait for the eyes. I think I'm going to look at some snake eyes online to give me an idea. So I only have that. Then I want to do his glasses. I need to do this fish's eyes. It doesn't sound right, but that's what I need to do next. Okay, so I'm gonna go. What time is it? 2:43. I'm gonna go make something to eat, and so I'm gonna be checking out people's lives on, what is that? I'm gonna be checking out people's lives, including Marsha's, and that I missed, and I'll see all of you on the YouTube streets. Take care and have a good. I hope you can hear me. I'm scratching my scalp. I wonder if you can hear that. I don't know, but yeah, I'm just scratching it. Just a habit thing. Anyway, have a good rest of your Friday and see you around. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye. That was the other side of it.